Well, 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 boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 2021 Advance the Circle. Good to see everyone back sitting in front of the screens after last year's already major successful edition in the year 2020. My name is Andy Zeiss, but I'm not only here, the only one hosting tonight's show, because I'm joined here with the wonderful Tuuli. You know her, and you are a huge part of the action sports world yourself.
Thank you for having me here, Andy. Such a joy to be here today, also watching all the videos, being part of this competition. I've been involved with action sports for over 10 years from my work time in Red Bull. Also, simple session, hi to my little home crowd. and I mean, we're going to have a pretty epic show today, aren't we?
Without a doubt, boys and girls, without a doubt, because this year, not only 10 accounts, stores, / communities from all around the world joined this year's Advance the Circle, because we have 19. We are going global. 19 stores in total from all around the world, including Asia and also Australia, made this competition. However, unfortunately, in the end of the day, this is still an online video competition, and out of those 19 stores, only 10 can make the cut to today's virtual finals. So all the stores, all the 9 stores that didn't make the cut, huge shout out to you. Thanks for being part of it. And with a little bit of luck, maybe next time is your time to shine. But as I said, this is an online video competition. And when there's a competition, there are most likely judges involved. So I'd like to introduce you our most decorated athlete and judging panel that are joining us here in tonight's show. The first one is I'd like to introduce from San Diego, California, one of the most decorated athletes on the planet, and a producer, and a heavy hitter when it comes to video parts, including the Vans right here part. Please welcome from San Diego, California, this is Dennis Enarson.
What's up, Andy? Thanks for the kind words, guys, and hyped to watch all these videos with y'all.
Without a doubt, brother. And you keep that energy up and we keep the noise up, because the next guy I'd like to introduce is an absolute badass, not only on his kink bike, but also behind the lens and in front of the editing skills on the computer. So please welcome the Australian, now lives in LA in California. Please welcome Calvin Kosovich.
Hey guys, Andy, Tuuli, thanks for having me. Yeah, super honored to be able to watch all these videos and be a part of it, so thank you so much.
The appreciation and the thanks are on our side, my friend, and you keep that energy up, because I'm super powerful, super pumped and stoked to have the next judge as a part of this year's show, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time, a female judge and a big, huge pioneer in the world of BMX freestyle. Please welcome Angie Marino.
Hi, Andy. Good morning.
Good morning indeed to California. Thanks for joining, Angie. And last but not least, you keep that bumping, you keep that stomping, stomp on your feet and give everything what you have, because the next rider is an absolute legend and one of the truest and realest G's on the planet when it comes to BMX street riding, one of the finest exports the United Kingdom has to offer. Please welcome none other than Dan Lacey.
Thank you very much, Andy. Appreciate you. Thanks again for having me. It's been a wild project, so yeah, it's just good to see that this many shops coming through with so much heat. So yeah, looking forward to it.
I mean, Andy, the judges were pretty much having the toughest job in this competition, obviously next to the riders actually,
yeah.
filming and writing. But guys, let's start with you, Dennis. So you said once that you like to watch good videos on repeat. Was there something that really popped out for you during this competition?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of BMX videos. Like, aside from riding, it's one of my favorite things to do is just watch good videos. And it was pretty easy to judge this contest because I just watched all the videos, and the ones that stood out to me and got closer to top 3 and closer to winning were the ones that I would naturally just want to watch on repeat. So yeah, there was some really good ones in there that you would want to watch to get pumped to go ride. Nice,
can't wait to watch all the finalists. And Calvin, let's get to you now. So you really focus on music and the edits because, I mean, you have so much experience in that and that as well. Did anything like super pop up in this competition for you with these edits?
Yeah, for sure. There was some really good tracks that, were edited to. And there were some challenging tracks that I've seen people edit to, and I was really surprised that they handled it. you know, a hard song to edit to and seeing it get executed is pretty cool. So, you know, props to those shops and communities that chose some hard songs to edit with, and they pulled through. So yeah, super stoked on the final results.
I mean, I fully agree with you and Andy. I just have quite a few songs in this competition, these edits.
I know, right?
So good stuff. Angie, you said it's all about having fun, all about the community effect. Do you think these guys were having a lot of fun when they're filming?
Yeah, I think so. I think the videos that stood out to me the most were the ones that looked like everybody was like having fun and just going hard with each other.
Well, thanks a lot. And then you're all about originality. Do you think there was something that was super original in this competition this time as well?
There was. It was kind of crazy because there was that many more edits to get through. So there was so much essence from so many different communities that you could tell there wasn't actually a lot that was repeated. That's the thing that gets me the most, is when you see like tricks repeated, same spot, same trick type thing. So it was really good to see, you know, that many, you know, 19 different shops having such a different eye for what they ride and the way they ride it. So yeah, it was actually like, you know, it was quite difficult in the end to actually judge it because I was thinking there was going to be a lot more standing out over everything else. But yeah, everyone came through with a lot of really, really good original street riding. So yeah, it was sick.
Well, thanks a lot. You guys had such a tough job, but I mean, you did such a great job on it. So what do you think, Andy?
Absolutely. But the good news is it's not about those four handsome judges. It's not about you or me. It's about time now. We're actually meeting everyone. We're meeting the finalists. And this is how it's going to go down. Last year, we presented them in no particular running order. This year, since we have for the first time a circle final event, we're going to present them in the order of actually how they actually ended up in their rankings. So we're going to break it down in 3 brackets. The first bracket is 4 stores and 4 ranks. Then we're going to have a quick little break, and then we're going to continue with the remaining 6. So we're going to present now place 10, 9, 8, and 7. Enjoy.
Never to return back to a world like that. Days of black spades, he got sprays stuck up backstage for some cascade. Paraphrase was set amazed when read, lyrically ablaze, ahead and raised the dead mentally. Those into me eventually feel sympathy for those who flow and be and posse cause it's a symphony. Admired in ways, even I am amazed. A cash retired today, I fired the phrase. Broad streets of war, sheets and floors, streets and whores and corners stacking more cheese than pieces stores. International hustler, smashing you, laugh at you when I'm passing through cause half of you busted. Seen jams in the park, bands with the knocks, fam. I even saw a hand outlining a man with the chalk. No replacement here, lace for years, disgrace my peers. It's a waste of tears, face your fears. My shit's tighter when I spit bodies and dick bodies. Split lighters cause I killed the beat. I'm real unique, rather chill with a freak with an ill physique than deal with the geek on a hill for weeks. Hoes came and old flames, heard her blow the spot up like propane with no shame, that's so lame. MC's a bust, like I'm squeezing pus, Michael Psycho, like it had weed, the dust, the P's, the must. The P, the E, the R, the C, the E, the E, the P, the P, the E, the R, the C, the E, the E, the P, the P, the E, the R, the C, the E, the E, the P, the P, the E, the R, the C, the E, the E, the P. With a sight to see, no one likes to be on the mic with Pino and Rice for me, but they bite for me, spitefully stack bread. Smack heads with my rap spread. That said, a pack lead to write and leave all the whack dead. Flows rugged, hoes love it the way I go public and still shine like a gold nugget with no budget. Much to try, justify buying my shit when I bust on my lyrics that are crushing. God plus if I hit them, my bust is eye out. After I spit for freak chicks, a creep ditch to geek that came with the hit, the sheets and tricks for weeks. International hustler, smashing you, laughing at you when I'm passing through cause half of you busted first hand. First can out submerged stands from one of the worst lands. My turf influenced the earth, fam. Rip your heart when I spit for marks, split like knocks are coming to rage to strip apart. Admired and praised, even I am amazed. I catch retired today, I fired the phrase. Hercules known, the kind of Christ and the keystone. So don't keep us away from kids in the drug-free zone. To all my peoples out there on the grind, your time will come to shine, so keep a positive mind.
Oh yeah.
I mean, whoa, Andy, what a start.
What a way to set the pace.
Right? I mean, these guys really understood the assignment. And I mean, I think they set the bar pretty high.
Absolutely, without a doubt. What are the judges saying?
Dennis, let's start with you. Like, you're really, really keeping an eye on the spots and the tricks. Let's talk about some that you saw in these videos.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things about watching these was just getting pumped on. It's so worldwide, so you're seeing every video have way different spots, and like the Dead Sailor guys, you know, you can tell they're from the UK and their style and the spots and everything. So it was cool just to see like the different countries and the different cities and their crew and how different every video was. I loved it.
And Angie, I mean, I'm such a big rooter for girls in action sports. Unfortunately, there aren't many in this competition. Why do you think that's like that?
I mean, honestly, I have no idea. I was kind of bummed that there was only one girl in all of the videos, but I don't want to butcher the name, but LTR, I think it was rad that they involved a female rider. Like, no matter what level you are at, it was cool to see, like, they had a flatlander, they had a girl, they had, like, a little bit of everybody. So that's, like, what stood out for me.
The Traru was the area where you saw the girl. But do you have any encouraging words for maybe for next year so that more girls would actually jump on board and join the guys riding?
I mean, filming is such a big part of BMX, and I think just go out and have fun and get involved with everyone.
I fully agree with that. Don't you think, Andy?
Absolutely right. And, you know, in particular, BMX, in the world of action sports, BMX is a sport where, like, it's all about the edits. It's all about the edits. You know, it's about going out, filming with the homies, taking pictures with the homies. And I'd like to show the people out there a bit of a, you know, a little teaser, because Bruno Hoffman and Kilian Roth, they traveled to Kiev in the Ukraine a couple of weeks ago to film for another episode of Vans Unfiltered. And here's a little teaser coming for you right now. Well, there you have it. Vans Unfiltered, Kiev, Ukraine, with Bruno Hoffman and Kilian Roth. edited and filmed, of course, by Rich Forn, coming your way very soon. So have a look out for that one.
Thank you, Andy. I mean, we've been already seeing so many epic videos. Can't wait to see what's coming. But you don't have to wait for long because we're going to go forward with the next 3 videos. So we're going to go to the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th edit. So enjoy.
Wow, it's heating up. It's heating up. Tuuli, what do you think?
Absolutely. And you know, knowing how much blood, sweat, and love these guys put into these videos, I mean, pretty much everyone's a winner in my eyes. What do you think?
Absolutely right. Calvin, I got a question for you. Being an Aussie bloke yourself, how cool is it actually that an Australian shop is actually involved in Circle 21?
It's amazing. Like, I'm stoked that this is global now. It's kind of unreal. I'm sure they're just as stoked, man. Like, that's a big deal for Lux BMX to have that opportunity. So, yeah, I'm stoked for years to come. There's so many other stores in Australia that would love this opportunity too. So I'm sure they're all going to be fighting for the next chance to get in this contest. But yeah, it was unreal watching that. Like, there's Boyd's back. He's been injured for a while, so it's cool to see him. And then Brock Olive, obviously a good friend. Yeah, all those guys live and breathe Lux. They all work around Lux. Mitch at Lux, like, I know all those guys, so it's cool to see. Yeah.
Watching all these or recapping all these 3 edits, like talking creativity, what is the most, or is there something that stood out for you personally?
Yeah, I mean, I loved BMX Avenue. Like, I love their vibe, just the music. They were really like, that, like, I wanted to go ride with them. Like, I would happily go over there and kick it with those guys. Like, it just felt like, you know, that like, what they put into it really felt exactly what this contest is about. So, yeah, for me, I really enjoyed that one. And Action Wheels guys, next level. There's some big names who got courage in there. So, yeah, it's impressive to see, you know, everything from all these guys. It's unreal.
Yeah, thank you. Dan, question for you. Speaking of big names, actually, that Calvin just mentioned, there were definitely a couple of big names in there. Like, you know, we've seen Courage, we've seen Boyd, Alex. What is your take on that personally, you know, compared to other stores that doesn't have the big names yet?
I think, in my opinion, I think it sort of went a little bit against the community aspect of what this event was about. It was more about like I get it. Some of these guys might be local to the shops and everything, but it was more about like giving like the more local talent, the more, you know, underappreciated underground guys like a platform to be able to showcase their talent amongst their crews and stuff like that. So it was difficult to judge things on that basis when, you know, you look at some of the other teams that have like where the riding level isn't quite as on par with people like Boyd Hilda and Courage and Alex Heim and Brock Olive and things like that. So that was something that like the judges had to take into consideration at the end of the day. But like you said, but on the counter to that, there was a lot of originality, especially in these last few groups. Miguel was obviously bumping pegs and tire sliding here, there, and everywhere. He's got a really unique original style. So that played like that was really, really cool for me to see, because especially because he's doing stuff that nobody else was essentially doing throughout like the whole the rest of the videos. So yeah, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, I guess. And obviously some shops are going to play it a little bit different to the others, and some people are going to try and throw the heavyweights in there, which is sound, but obviously sometimes it doesn't work out like that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very, very interesting insights from Dan and from Calvin. And yeah, the air is getting thinner and thinner as we're moving out to more to the top here, Tuuli.
Absolutely, Andy. And next up, we're going to have one hell of a shoe, one hell of a rider, being very unbiased, one of my all-time favorite street riders, and one hell of a bar spin. I think everyone knows we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, Courage Adams.
Oh my lord, oh my lord. Courage Adam and the infamous Leon 25 stairs. Yeah, that's definitely one of your favorite boys, isn't it?
Well, I can't say my favorite boys, but one of my favorite street riders for sure.
Yeah. And but as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it is getting thinner and thinner. We are now talking about the podium ones. Now we're talking about third, second, and first place. And here they are.
Since I was a child, I haven't stopped watching videos of my idols riding in Barcelona. Now I have the opportunity to join them. I'm Pau Sala, and I'm going to fulfill my dream.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time. Let me check my wrist. You can never get my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need $1 million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow, it's a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah, really y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. I've been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me get all in my DNA. I'm by my dreams like I'm working for Frito-Lay and bet it bag on myself. I don't do it for my health. Every threat is a champion. Got the title, need a win. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger. I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my
Wow. Hats off, if I had one on, actually.
Yeah, me too.
But what? Seriously? What did we just witness? Stress Bike Shop taking the win again. Two-time, like full pull, back-to-back, 2020 and 2020, won a champion. Thank you very much and congratulations to Russia. And also, my personal favorite this year were actually the guys from Ride On BMX, straight from Athens in Greece. First time participating straight with a big swing to second place, Tuuli.
I mean, I must say one of my personal favorites was the third spot 360 BS from Barcelona, because they nailed pretty much every aspect that Vans the Circle stands for. And Andy, I mean, you've been around in the BMX world for such a long time. And I mean, compared to last year, what we've seen this year, like what is your take on the level of riding and like pretty much the level of competition?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's the beauty of BMX freestyle and street riding and technical is it's so progressive. The end is not in sight yet. You know, the BMX communities, they're still building. It's so family and driven. There's a strong brotherhood. There's a strong sisterhood. There's like, this is what I like really, really embrace and I'm passionate about in BMX freestyle. No matter what it is, really, because it's a global thing, it's a global community, it's a global family, and it shows compared to 2020, to last year's edits. Yeah. It shows like it increases like constantly. There's a constant progression, you know, and that's what I love to see.
Awesome. Well said, Andy. Well said. Now, judges, let's get back to you. I mean, you had the toughest job, well, next to the riders, obviously, in this competition. But Angie, what is your take on this year's competition? What are some of the emotions about the whole level of riding and everything you were seeing today?
I thought all the videos were amazing. They like Stresses was the best, I think, by far. Just they brought the community all together and having all of those like cool riding shots of everybody riding through the city together, and then the doubles. Those were so fun. That made the video. So it really like showed community.
Nice. Thank you for sharing that. Lacey, we were talking about originality in the beginning of the show. So what about the originality of Vans the Circle 2021?
There was a lot. Like it was hard to keep up with it. But really, because like you said, like Andy, Ride On first year in the contest, and they came out swinging. There was like a lot of contention, especially when you're trying to think of like what best trick is and things like that. There was a lot of contenders, especially just in the top three alone. Throughout each of the edits, they all had contenders for best trick, MVP. Like they're all in there because, like Angie said, the community came together really well on that. But there was banger after banger after banger that rolled through on that. So that was amazing to see.
Nice, thank you for that. Calvin, I mean, we've been just pretty much bombing you with questions about music and the edits. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they all did a great job. Definitely. But I mean, the one thing I really liked was the BS360, the storyline. And I really want to put that across as like the young generation and the new generation. Oh, sorry, the old generation coming together. Yeah. And like, that was like one of my key things for this, like judging this event. And the fact that they put that as a storyline is amazing. Just to go off topic on the music, but I really want to put that across. And yeah, just everything, the riding is just so insane. It's like next level. Like there was a flip whip and a 3-whip to flat. Like you're seeing that like in the streets is amazing. I mean, Dennis does it, but like these kids are coming up and doing this too now. It's like unreal. So I'll leave it at that, but yeah. Nice,
thanks for that. Dennis, well, talking about tricks now, were there any tricks throughout the whole competition that you would like to highlight?
Yeah, I mean, there was a ton. And when you get down to those last three, like everyone said, like the Barcelona team had its thing, the Greek team had its thing going on, and then the Russian team, you know, they were all amazing and hard to rank from third to first in my opinion. But trick-wise, I think that we all agreed that the best trick is going to go to George from Ride On from Greece, from the double kink ledge, gap to grind to bar spin. It was such an amazing setup and such a hard trick, and it was the banger of that whole video. And I think that video probably had the most bangers back to back in it. So to be the last trick in that video, that's the trick of the contest.
Thank you guys for all your great insights and your commentary. I mean, Andy, I think they pretty much made like half the competition or the show, right?
Exactly right. And just to confirm, Tuuli, here is the leaderboard one more time to clarify and confirm everything. In third place, 360 Barcelona in Barcelona, Spain. Second place, Athens and Crete, right on BMX. And none other than the defending champion, Stress, a bike shop out of Russia, taking the win this year again. Wow. So it's all about celebration soon. But before we do that, I'd like to remind everyone, because this next human being is an absolute true inspiration to all of us. And if you haven't been living under a rock, the name Scotty Kramer probably rings a bell. Here we go.
If he's going to do something, he goes all out.
That progression changed everything because it was further than what anyone else had done.
What I really loved was the constant challenge to be my best.
He was the first big name established pro to do the YouTube thing.
I love this. This is the kind of stuff I live for. It was like my worst nightmare coming true. It really was.
We knew he was going to progress because Scotty.
I'm just excited about the future. I really am. I just decided to keep pushing.
There you have it. Be amazed, be inspired. Scotty Kramer's Whirlwind, produced by Dan Foley and Vance. Go and check it out. Tuuli.
And Andy, that's not it. We have some special awards to give out as well. And this does not apply only for the 10 finalists. It actually applies for all 19 shops that took part of this year's Vans the Circle competition. We're talking about Creative Vision, MVP. We're talking about the best trick, then the DIGBMX Community Award, plus the first time ever, well, second Vans the Circle in general, but the best single image award. So let's start. We're gonna start with Calvin, Creative Vision, who took the win this year.
So this shop, yeah, we know them from last year, and they had amazing intro fades and just like the architecture where they live, everything was like documented really well, and they had like doubles riding. They just like, they had a story and a theme, and they also put like an interlude in there right in the middle just to show that they were traveling south 1,000 kilometers. So if you can guess the shop, it's Stress Bike Shop. Congratulations, guys. Seriously amazing. Well done.
Nice, well done. I mean, Stress really showed a next level this year, don't you think?
Absolutely right. I mean, Stress, like those are the guys to beat.
Yeah. Next up, another special award goes to the MVP, Dan Lacey. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. I don't think this was a very difficult decision across the board of the judges. So when we came to this conclusion, I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times when I've been in Malaga, like traveling there for like Vans Pro Cup and things like that, hanging out with Bruno and things. So my homie Juanji Trujillo from 360BS, take a bow as the Vans Circle MVP for 2021.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Next up, we're going to talk to the trick master himself, Dennis, who won the Best Trick Award in 2021.
Well, I kind of said it prematurely, but George from Ride On over in Greece, he won with the double kink ledge ride, gap, grind to bar spin. Such a unique setup, and that might have been one of the harder ones to pick, man.
Woo! Nice one. And next up, I am super happy to welcome our fifth judge, Fred Murray from DIGBMX. Fred is an epic photographer, also an epic dog dad. And Fred will be giving out 2 awards today. So we're talking about the Best Single Image Award plus the DIGBMX Community Award. Fred, hello.
Hey, Tuuli, thank you very much. This was a really tough one to judge. All the photos were really incredible, and they all encapsulated exactly what Vans the Circle is about. But one stood out and ticked all the boxes. It was creatively, it was a great nod to the circle. It was shot in a full pipe. As well as that, technically, it was a really well shot image. Delivered everything that we asked for and included the crew, the riding, everything. standout image for sure. And that was Action Wheels. And Jaime de Diego, well done.
Beautiful image coming in right there. As we see it there, it is Fred. Thank you very much. And yeah, judges and Fred on top. Beautiful decision.
And now, I mean, I think this is the award that a lot of people are waiting for, because this is where every single fan of BMX and also every supporter of these stores had a chance to support their favorites on DIGBMX. Fred, the honor is yours.
Thank you. Well, DIG has always been about more than just the riding. It's all about community as well, and the people you meet along the way. And one store stood out. The Russian scene's huge, but always really tight. And these guys, Stress BMX, congrats. You always come up with the best videos and epic street jams, and I think we can all agree that you know a Stress video when you see it. So well done.
Amazing, thank you so much. I think we can give a very big applause to all the shops who participated and all the judges doing this incredibly difficult job. And also for everyone, every single BMX fan out there. Woo!
honestly, the big winner, Tuuli, for me personally, is the worldwide and global BMX community.
Yeah.
You know? And this is what the circle is all about. And not taking anything away from these 10 winners in the finals, but also the 9 on top, 19 in total participated. And, you know, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is what they thrive for, you know? And this is the beauty of BMX. So the big winner, in my personal opinion, is definitely the global BMX community out there.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Judges, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much for participating. I'd like to ask you one more time, after witnessing the whole show, what is your perspective? What is your foresight? What is your input or last final words on this project and going forward into, hopefully, the 2022 season? Let's start with you, Dennis.
I mean, it's just so amazing to see after the crazy year and a half, going on 2 years, the world's had that, you know, BMX seems to just be stronger and more of a family than it ever has been ever, you know, after the 2 craziest years that we've seen in, you know, our short history of being alive. So just shout out to BMX, and just seeing it progressing and growing and getting stronger and stronger is a beautiful thing. So excited to see the next year and all the following years to come.
Awesome. I couldn't have said anything better. Thank you very, very much, Dennis, for participating. Such an honor having you as a judge and a human being as involved in the project.
Thanks, guys.
Calvin, last words from you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, this is unreal. I think it was like 100 riders that we all watched.
Yeah, right?
You know, and that's a massive amount of people. And, you know, next year there's going to be another 100, like, if not more. So it's like we're getting exposed to so many new riders and like ways to ride your bike, and just communities and shops. Like, the awareness is like such a key factor in this whole thing. It's like, now I know where all these shops are. I've heard about some of these shops, but now I know like where they are regionally, and that's like a massive thing. So yeah, big shout out to all the shops and obviously Vans for doing this. This is exactly what we need as a community. So thank you.
We thank you, Calvin. Thank you very much also to you for being a part of it. And you said something very, very beautiful, because this is something actually, indeed, for the first time, we are actually witnessing some of the hidden gems, the hidden stores, the hidden and up-and-coming riders. This is the perfect platform for them. So one more time, thank you for being part of the show, Calvin. Angie, last and final words. What do you think?
I think it was really amazing to see everybody come together and pull together videos, and just it was really awesome. I haven't many videos in a while, so it was cool. It was cool to see everybody, and hopefully next year there's more females out there and in these videos. Yeah.
Awesome. So, but please, would be awesome to welcome you back also in next year for next year's judging. But thank you very much for being a part of this year already, Angie, and enjoy Hawaii.
Thank you.
Before we're going to end up this thing with Dan, Fred Murray. Fred, quick question to you. Your last insights here from a DIG editor from one of the main mans and main people behind DIGBMX.com. What is your take on Circle 21?
Well, blown away, really. Keeps getting bigger and better. More teams involved. You know, shops are such an important part to BMX. I think, you know, when you have that place to go, when you have that place to meet up with friends and go riding from there, it really makes such a difference to a local scene. And I think it's really important to support and push shops within BMX. So, yeah, looking forward to next year. Let's go.
Well, thank you very much, my friend Fred, and let's have a party very, very soon on those wise words. Dan, Lacey, buddy,
let's do it.
Down to you in Hastings. What is your take on the Vans, the Circle 21? What is your take, and what are you taking out of this and hopefully taking into the future?
It's quite shocking, if I'm honest, especially when you look at everyone saw the level of riding last year. To be able to like you said, the progression level on top of last year's riding to what it is now. It's really shocking to see. Like Calvin said, you hear about all these shops everywhere all over the world. And you don't quite know where they are. And it's not until Vans put the circle on you realise that there is so much talent across the board, across Europe, everywhere, across the globe, that you wouldn't necessarily hear of on the day-to-day. But obviously the circle gives these guys this massive platform to be able to showcase it. So I feel quite blessed to have seen a lot of it, especially when me and Dennis were sat there trying to break down, like, you know what the best trick was. Like, how could you really put a label on it? It was really difficult. So yeah, shout out to all the shops for dropping bombs throughout the whole thing. It's not an easy task. We know that. So like, you know, getting the hammers out and actually getting it done, it's really sick to see. So really, it's big congratulations to everyone. It's been sick having me. So yeah, appreciate it. Nice one.
Well, pumped to have you on board, Dan. Thank you very much. One more time, Angie, Dan, Dennis, Calvin, and Fred, thank you very, very much. Keep doing what you do best, and hopefully see you guys soon. Before we're going to go away, we're going to have the leaderboard one more time, just to remind and fry everyone again in their brains what they witnessed. Stress BMX, the 2020 and 21 champion, Ride On BMX, Athens in Greece, and 360 Barcelona. Congratulations. Tuuli.
Yes, Andy.
Did you have fun?
I had so much fun, and as you just said, I love BMX world. I love the community. I see so much brotherhood in competitions all over the world. And you know, Vans the Circle really projects so many amazing emotions that this sport brings into the world. We're talking about the whole community aspect. You see so much warmth, what these riders bring on the table. I mean, I just love it. Thank you for having me on this project. It's been such a joy. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. I have a question for you, actually.
Yes.
You know, we've been seeing each other at events like, you know, year in, year out. Like, what is your personal take on a physical competition, like let's say a simple session, for example, compared to a video competition? You know, in terms of evolvement, progression, etc. Do you have an opinion on that?
I do, because I feel like there's some riders who are really, really good street riders when they're filming or they're just riding with their bodies. And whenever they go into a competition, they hit the nerve. So I don't think we see many world firsts in these competitions because it's a bit of a different setup. And there's also a lot of riders who don't even like to compete. But I mean, competing is kind of one of the aspects also for the sponsors and also kind of like building up the sport, right? So I think it's a very different thing. I think the world needs both, to be honest. And I love watching these videos because I know whenever guys go out, they have fun, you know. They go there with their buddies, they do what they love, and they just enjoy it. And they can also like pitch in their own creative vision. And that's why Vans the Circle is such an amazing competition. I think I'm very excited to see what the next years will bring and how the level will even progress and how many more stores will pop up.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
very, very, very much sharing this couch here with me. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, this is officially a wrap. Vans the Circle 2021 officially signing out. I'm still trying to comprehend what I just witnessed, what I witnessed over the past couple of weeks, watching these videos, and I'm pumped to see the results. So stay safe out there, stay healthy out there, grab up a bike, grab up a camera, get involved, and hopefully see you soon in 2022. Vans the Circle, signing out. Peace.